aware of what's going on, and she's competent to have this hearing this morning.
But here's my question. This is not our first motion to revoke, and it's for the same issue. A2 CR 6941, State versus Crystal Cherry. Can I have parties announced?
Yes, State.
Warren Wolf for Ms. Cherry.
And are you Ms. Cherry?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Krista Colleen Cherry who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6941 for the offense of assault of a public servant on January 30th, 2023 for a period of 2 years and extended for 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Crystal Colleen Cherry, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October 2025 in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Civil waiver.
Okay, pause for a second. This is where the stakes get real. Ms. Cherry is being asked to plead true to failing to report to her supervision officer for multiple months. That's not just paperwork hits, a direct violation that can land her in prison for up to 10 years. And here's the kicker. The court gives you a chance to admit it voluntarily, which can sometimes work in your favor. Audience, what would you do if you were in her shoes? Plead true or fight it?
And revoke you and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement or recommendation from the court? All right, State, what are you requesting?
Requesting revocation, Your Honor, and sentencing of 3 years.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
We'd ask that you follow the recommendation of probation to extend Ms. Cherry 1 year and put her in the state ISF cognitive program, that she needs more intense supervision. She has a lot of issues. She'd like to talk to the court about what's going on in her life, about her children being taken from her. She's on meds. She took medication this morning, but
This is classic courtroom tension. The defense is painting a human-side mental health, lost children, medication. But the court has a long memory. Remember, this isn't her first motion to revoke. Judges often weigh pattern of behavior over personal stories. It raises a big question. Can empathy ever outweigh repeated non-compliance in legal decision?
aware of what's going on, and she's competent to have this hearing this morning.
But here's my question. This is not our first motion to revoke, and it's for the same issue.
Understood, and I see that, but she did not get the services that are being recommended now. She's been through quite a bit, and she really, it's a tough situation, and I'd like for her to explain to you why she was unable to report.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Crystal Colleen Cherry.
All right, so this is not your first motion to revoke. You've been here before for not reporting, and that was January 2024. And the court denied the motion, altered and amended your conditions to include the access program, the dual diagnosis with probation, and compliance with Center for Healthcare Services. So where did it all go wrong?
August 8th through 12, I was right. And I'm so sorry.
Okay. Have you talked to probation?
I told him everything. Bruh. I went to Navy for a cold. So
Right, so-
I get on the better side.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Let me stop you right there. This is what we're going to do. Probation,
Yes, Judge.
can you look and see if she's ever had any contact with probation by phone or email, if there's no objection? By phone or email since...
Here's a subtle but critical moment. Probation records are everything. If there's no documented contact, the court assumes she wasn't cooperating. Even claims of trauma or crisis can get lost if there's no paperwork. Tip for viewers, always keep records when interacting with legal authorities. It literally can change your fate in court.
She was reporting, and what happened was during this period
just
of
one
time.
second. Since, if you'll look starting July 2025, is when are you saying you contacted someone?
I talked to my probation officer around that time, and I told him I was raped.
Well, no. This is what I know. When, what time? Was it in August? Was it in
August.
August?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so just give us a moment. I'm gonna have you take a seat. Your attorney will be able to speak with probation, and the state will be able to see if they have anything in the system.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it should be in the system, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
2 very boring minutes later.
We're back on the record in Crystal Cherry. Any objection to the court going out of order so I can take testimony from Ms. Abrams, or just receive an update from Ms. Abrams?
Sure, no problem.
Yes, Ms. Abrams.
Judge, the last face-to-face meeting, office visit was done on August the 25th.
Okay.
After that, there was due diligence done with calling Haven for Hope.
Oh, pay attention. This is where the narrative shifts from excuses to legal reality. Leaving Crosspoint without approval isn't just frowned upon, it's a technical violation. Probation rules are strict. Moving around without permission is a red flag. And here, the judge is drawing a line. Repeated choices have consequences. Drama alert. It's not personal, it's procedural, and that makes it intense.
We received information she was no longer there. We called it a couple of other places. We received information that she was discharged from the Genesis program with the Center for Healthcare Services because of her absconding as well.
But you do confirm the fact that
825 was the last office visit.
she did have contact?
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the violation report?
No.
And Judge, I did also, I have the court summary if you'd like to review that as well.
Any objection to the court reviewing the court summary? All right, so I'm going to tell you what I have in the violation report. In the violation report, it states that you were at Crosspoint and you moved out of Crosspoint.
Yes, ma'am. And I was staying at a friend's house, but
No. Here's the thing. You're not allowed to move from place to place. When you're on probation, your residence has to be approved by probation. So you left
and I did
Crosspoint.
I did let my probation know where I was.
But no, that's not how probation works. You can't just go wherever you want to go.
Yes, ma'am.
So you left Crosspoint,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you went for Haven for Hope, and you're telling me now between Crosspoint and Haven for Hope, you ended up staying at some friend's house.
I was staying at my friend's house, and then they kicked me out, so I went to him for hope, and that's where I was staying.
Well, you were not supposed to leave Crosspoint.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
All right.
I didn't know the rules. Sorry.
How come you left?
Because I feel like I have to have a pass to go to my probation. I have to have a pass to go do something, and I didn't know that was the rule for me to do that. Regulations of asking to go somewhere.
All right. Let me just tell you, here's the court's problem. You've been here before for the exact same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of the issues that your attorney is requesting that I give you to address your failure to report, that's already been done before. And you're back here with the same thing, failure to report. I can't help you, and nobody can help you if you won't follow through. And for you to leave Crosspoint without permission, that was a choice. And then from Crosspoint, you leave without permission, and then you start staying with some friends. And then from there, you leave and start staying from Haven for Hope, and nobody knows where you are. And according to the violation report, they actually attempted to contact all of your collaterals that you have given them, all your family members, all of the phone numbers. So
Interesting twist here. Despite failing to report, Ms. Cherry has had prior success in residential programs. This complicates things legally. It shows potential for rehabilitation, but her repeated violations test the limits of judicial patience. For the audience, do you think past success should outweigh recent failures? It's a moral and legal balancing act.
I just don't think that you're appropriate for probation.
Judge, she has a letter that she'd like to give you.
Sure. All right, any objection to the court reviewing the letter? Sorry. Oh, no.
There's a couple of things in the report I think bear notice, be noted as well. On page, I'm looking at numbers, I believe it's second page.
Okay.
Under the heading residential,
Yes.
it shows that she was sent to the duly diagnosed residential facility, and she was there from 1/23/25 to 6/3/25.
Oh, she was
Spent 131 days there, and she completed that program. So my point is that when being supervised in a residential program, she was successful. Under classes and other conditions, on 5/2/23, she was evaluated TAP substance abuse, and she completed the program or term there. In addition, it has on the bottom sober support meetings. She was going to those meetings, evaluation TAP date from 1/30/23 to 8/23/24, 8/23/24, completion of the program or term. So she has a history of some success under the supervision of the court. And I'm looking at the recommendation of probation here, and it says to extend her and put her in a state ISF cognitive program, that the state IS will be to help her with correct thinking, promote social behaviors, and in a drug-free zone. One of her concerns is she's been explaining to me that she's experienced issues with CPS taking her children. They took them up to Oklahoma, and that's difficult for anybody. And
Now,
someone with her condition, she's on several medications right now. She's taking
That's right, so, and pepper. I have seizures.
All right, so this is what I want you to understand. One, I understand your attorney's argument, and I understand your argument. However, this is the second time you've been before the court on a violation of condition number 4, which is not reporting. And
Court delivers the verdict. 3 years in prison, but with credit for time served and treatment. And here's the nuance. The judge requests placement in a therapeutic community, but can't force it. Legal takeaway. Even when courts try to help, actual rehabilitation often depends on cooperation and external programs. Audience engagement. How would you navigate this if you were facing this system?
with that violation of condition number 4, what your attorney is telling me is similar to the information that I received before. And so what I did was I had them give you a place to stay, which was Cross Point. You left Cross Point.
That's right.
You decided to go with some friends.
Please go.
And then you're saying they put you out.